What's up everyone, Jack from Half Chrome. It's December. That means Christmas is around the corner and people are asking, what drone should I get for Christmas? Hold on a second. Before we get rolling, I need to fix something. All right, now I'm in the spirit. Let's talk Christmas drones. And I think there are 4 drones that are perfect for someone on your list. Now, if you are shopping for a gift, I think one of these 4 drones will cover just about everyone from the little kid to the expert photographer. Let's take a look at what I think are the best 4 drones for almost everybody this Christmas season. Let's start with the kids. This here is a Scoot, and there are a few different versions of the Scoot. This is the original. We got the Scoot 2. We've got the extra large Scoot. Now these are all roughly the same, and whether you get the original Scoot or something cheaper, you know, this is nice because you see this cage, it keeps fingers out of the propellers. Now, yeah, you can get them in there, but it's generally a safer drone. It also doesn't come with a controller, so how do you fly it? Well, it has sensors all around. These things are a blast. You toss it up in the air, you direct it with your hands, and it just moves where you want it to based on your hands and the sensors. I've given it to my kids, my nieces and nephews. They love this thing. It is super fun to fly. You toss it up in the air, and it kind of just goes. So these Scoots are fun, and they're also cheap, somewhere between 30 bucks and $15 to pick one of these up. There's even a little helicopter ball that my nephew loves to play with. It was even cheaper. I think that was right around 10 bucks. So these things are a lot of fun to fly and inexpensive and not super difficult to do. Plus they have that added protection. So great for kids. That's my #1 for little kids drone to go with. Now, if the person on your list isn't a little kid, then probably the best drone to get is this. This is the Tello. The Tello is a super awesome, compact little drone that does a whole lot of things that drones in this price range just cannot. The Tello has GPS-like stability. It does not have GPS, but it does have sensors on the bottom that do a great job of helping it hold its position. It also has some intelligent flight modes and picture shots. So if you want to get that perfect pull back selfie or like in orbit, you can do that with this drone. Now it is Wi-Fi based and it does record on board the drone, so the footage isn't perfect, right? You're not going to shoot a wedding with something like this, but it is a great beginner drone. Starting at about 80 bucks, $79, you can get a Tello on either DJI.com or from Amazon. They also have an Ironman edition and they have an educational edition. So if you want to learn how to code and code drones or drone swarms, you can do that with Tellos. So this is a really neat tool, fun little toy, educational toy, and kind of the gateway drone, right? You fly this with your phone. You can even get a package with a remote. Lots of different options with the Tello. Lots of fun. Love to fly this thing. That brings us to drone #3 and probably my favorite on the list. This is the brand new DJI Mavic Mini. This thing is ultra small and compact, folds up. It is 249 grams. That means it's light enough that you don't have to register it with the FAA. No, that doesn't exempt you from any rules. You got to follow all the rules. You just don't have to register it. And if you're in other countries, that matters too. There are different rules for drones that are under 250 grams. So this is kind of like the sweet spot for people learning how to fly and hobbyists. Now, it has an awesome 2.7K camera. It takes splendid pictures and video. Chris actually is making a video on how he used this to do a real estate photo shoot. That's right, probably not the tool that most professionals would choose, but that just kind of speaks to the quality coming out of the Mavic Mini. It is just a really good drone. It has a full 3-axis gimbal and a really nice camera. So this is kind of like the drone to have right now. And if you're interested in flying and you want to take good pictures and videos, this is probably the best drone. This is probably the best drone that you can get, right? As it unfolds, again, it doesn't look like much. It looks like a little mini Mavic, and the Mavic is an awesome tool. We'll talk about that in a second. Keep in mind, the Mavic Mini is not cheap, coming in at $399, but that's about the best you can do. There's nothing between the Tello and the Mini that's worth really picking up. And actually, I'd recommend spending the extra $100, get the Fly More package, more batteries, extra goodies, case, stuff like that for $500. Absolutely the best you can get. Otherwise, you know, don't buy something in a $200 range. It's not going to be nearly as good. Stick with the Tello or upgrade to the Mavic Mini. But this Mavic Mini really is, you know, if you want to throw this in your backpack and you're going hiking, you're on vacation, you want to, you know, get a selfie by the pool, you want to fly over, you know, your friends and family to get some cool B-roll. There's unlimited really neat things you can do with this GPS-based drone from DJI. DJI is known for making excellent drones, and this is absolutely one of them. I love this little Mavic Mini. It is a great little tool, great for taking with you, great for bringing on vacation, and great for just having as a backup if you are a professional photographer. And that brings us to our last drone for those people that are, you know, professional, semi-professional, really like to take pictures. You know, there's always that person that comes to the birthday party with the giant camera, the big lens, the DSLR. This is the drone for them. Okay, so for that semi-professional, professional photographer, this is the drone that they want. This is the Mavic 2. And I actually have the Mavic 2 Zoom, which I believe is probably the better tool for most people. The Mavic 2 Pro has a different camera than the Zoom, but let me talk about the Zoom for a second. It has a 4K camera, 4K now, capable of doing both digital and optical zooming in on your subject. Fantastic quality coming out of both the Zoom and the Pro, but I think the Zoom is a better tool because of that zoom feature, right? They do everything else identical. They have fantastic flight times, upward of 30 minutes, just like the Mavic Mini, which is amazing. But you get a little bit more range out of something like this as well. 7,000 kilometers, which is super impressive. That's like 4.3 miles if my math is right. Somebody check that. Yeah, let me know down below if I'm wrong. Anyway, but this Mavic 2 is seriously professional grade stuff. Whether you go with the Pro or the Zoom, that is up to you. Now the Zoom, generally speaking, is a little bit cheaper, about $1,300, whereas the Pro will check in at $1,700. If you're watching this right around the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the Mavic 2 Pro is actually on sale for about $1,300, which is a steal. But the things that this thing can do, the flight modes, the super stable GPS, the incredible range, the flight time, the Mavic 2 Zoom or Pro, fantastic tool for anybody looking to do professional or semi-professional work, or if you're just kind of that weekend warrior that likes to take really good pictures and videos and you need an aerial tool, this is the aerial tool that you need. Now, the one exception to this might be if you have someone into FPV, and if you do, then one of these isn't going to quite cut it. This is the thing in FPV right now. This is the DJI Digital FPV system that I've got going on here, and it is just head and shoulders better than any analog system, than the best analog system out there. The video quality is just superb. This camera allows you to see an FPV image. Now, the problem with this is this stuff, this setup here is not cheap. It's going to cost you about $1,000 to get into digital FPV. So that's not for everybody. If you're in FPV, something you want to take a look at and kind of consider, do you want to spend that cash? But anyway, you know, I had to throw that in there because this is what I fly, right? This is what I prefer to fly, but this little guy's grown on me. Keep that in mind. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Hopefully I helped you find a drone on that Christmas list of someone that you love. And if I did, I'd love if you use the links below. There are affiliate links down below. And if you use one of those, it helps support this channel. It doesn't cost you a dime, so I'd appreciate if you use them. But if you don't feel like it, that's okay as well. Go ahead and Google search these things up on your own, and you'll find them for sale at various different retailers. I've got links to Amazon and DJI down below. And that's probably the two best places to buy in terms of reputable dealers. Anyway, good luck, happy flying, and Merry Christmas.